afternoon and welcome to match 6 of Quipu TV's coverage of Scottish Hockey's Awesome October Big Weekend live from the National Hockey Centre here in Glasgow. I'm Jack McGill. I've been with you now over the past 2 days and will continue to be here guiding you through events at the National Hockey Centre until the conclusion of play today. 8 live games we're bringing you this weekend, and next match up beginning in just a few minutes time is Hillhead against Inverleith. We've just been treated to an absolute firecracker of a match between local rivals Western Wildcats and PSL Team Sport Clydesdale. It finished in a 4-3 win to Clydesdale. Let's hope for more of the same this afternoon. Today's coverage is being sponsored by Milne Craig Chartered Accountants and by Subway Eat Fresh, and we're delighted to have both companies on board supporting this coverage today. Our thanks also to Scottish Hockey's principal partners Aberdeen Asset Management, to PSL Team Sports and to Canterbury. Joining me in the commentary box for this match is Graham Dunlop, former Olympian and Commonwealth competitor. But first, let's go to David Holmes, the stadium announcer, to introduce today's teams.
The second match today is Hillhead versus Inverleith. And the teams. For Hillhead, in goal, Jamie Frail. Number 8, Andrew Hilton. Number 2, Ian Hilton. Number 6, Stephen Pollock. Number 7, Paul Crooks. Number Rory Kerr, his second goalkeeper. Number 5, Dan Chancellor. Number 14, Ian Duke. Number 15, Alan Meikle. Number 16, Graham Campbell. Number 9, Ewan Campbell. Number 12, Matthew McIntyre. Number 4, Ross Milner. Number 12, Christian McKenna. Number 20, Johnny Horn. Number 13, James Prowse. Number 10, Andrew Duke. Number 18, Chris Wilson. And they are coached by Keith Joss. The Inverleith team. Number 1, Neil Durno. Number 3, Thomas Cousins. Number 13, Ross Simpson. Number 7, Andrew Malcolm. Number 6, Patrick Christie. Number 19, Derek Salmond. Number 8, Paul Ritchie. Number 15, Sean Stewart. Number 10, Andrew Dane. Number 12, Philip Hall. Number 11, Andrew Johnson. Number 18, Lewis Fraser. Number 17, Andrew Bingham. Number 9, Lewis Gibson. And they're coached by Andrew Sinclair. The umpires for this match, Fraser Bell and Tim Hart.
So thanks to David Holmes there for introducing the two teams. Inverleith, of course, from the east of Scotland and Edinburgh, and Hillhead from the west end of Glasgow. If you're watching at home, you'd like to join the conversation. Scottish Hockey are running a hashtag over the course of this weekend. It is Awesome October, hashtag Awesome October. So if you'd like to get in touch and join in the conversation, please feel free to tweet us and we'll do our best to feed your comments through either on screen or into the commentary. We've had so far today, Graham, some less than charitable contributions from some of your friends watching at home.
Yes, plenty of banter coming in from some of the guys I know from the hockey world, and please feel free to keep it coming in, whether that be about the standard of hockey, the umpiring, or just simply my commentary.
Pushback seconds away now. Graham's going to be talking through the action, and joining him in the commentary box, former president of Scottish Hockey, Alistair Gray.
Welcome everyone, welcome Alistair.
Thanks, Graham.
And as Alistair joins us, the sun is actually coming out here in Glasgow. I can see blue skies ahead. So the two teams we've got here, Inverleith in the purple, Hillhead in the white. Contrasting sort of starts to the season. Hillhead flying high at the top of the league, and Inverleith sort of languishing near the bottom. Not where they have been in previous years, and certainly Hillhead perhaps outdoing themselves, but certainly worthy of their position in the league just now. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams settle in this opening period. Hilton plays it across the back. Very patient build up here from Hillhead. So from a Hillhead point of view, we're really looking to try and get number 16, Graham Campbell, on the ball as he touches it. He's their flying machine, a real talent, perhaps never fulfilled his potential. As he nearly gets on the ball again. Other players to look out for in the Hillhead team. Andrew Hilton, number 8. Very much like Iniesta from Barcelona, just controlling the midfield. Same amount of hair in his head as him anyway, that's for sure. And other players are Matthew McIntyre, Matt, who plays number 21 for Hillhead.
Perhaps number 8 could benefit from the Catalan diet a little bit, Graham.
I'll leave that to you to tell him after the game. Inverleith perspective, young man on the ball, number 6, Patrick Christie. That's a real talent. Number 7, Andrew Malcolm, one to look for. They have the experience of number 19, Derek Salmond, Scottish internationalist with over 50 caps. Talented hockey player. Here's Christie on the ball. First opportunity into the D there. Safely dealt with by Hillhead. Andrew Hilton on the ball. Ian Duke finds him again. Tackle back by Christie. Graham Campbell is losing possession there, turning it over. So thank you for joining us in the box today. Give a brief resume of what you've been doing over the last few years.
Yeah, well, it's a great pleasure actually to see this and the awesome October weekend. Using the National Hockey Centre for the first of these weekend tournaments, which I know the ultimate aim is to get those out to the clubs, particularly those that have invested a lot in their facilities. I've for the last, I suppose, 10 years been really quite heavily involved in other sports as well as hockey, and what's been great to hear and see is that some of the things that we're doing in hockey, not just in Scotland but in Europe, are way ahead of other sports, and many other sports, even in football, are looking to hockey for some of the changes that are being made in competition and youth development.
And you've been working closely with Scottish football, I believe. Yeah,
last couple of years, the first ever performance strategy and first actual strategy, Scotland United strategy, first time in 138 years that the board and executive actually got together. But out of that's come a huge investment, around 15 million over 4 years in performance, including this new National Performance Centre, which is going to go to Heriot Watt, and there are now 12 schools of performance in football where youngsters are getting well towards the potential of 10,000 hours over 10 years. So making a great investment, which Scottish football's never done before, including the club academy structure. So it's I'm actually quite encouraged.
Yeah, hopefully they can continue with the national team have left off. A great win for them on Tuesday.
It was
great to see.
Yeah. And I think it's been interesting to see, Gordon Strachan's obviously, there's a lot of his personality, I think, is in his management style. I remember him as a player in Aberdeen, and you can see that coming through, and people want to play for him, which is, I think, always the key thing for any coach or any manager, isn't it?
You go out there and knock your pan in, that means a lot. That helps the team out a great deal. You get people who just sort of come through and amble about. That's not what we're after. There's Salmon on the ball. Salmon leading forward, trying to find someone in the D, but not getting anyone.
There's now a tremendous infrastructure in Scotland, though, for youngsters who want to, achieve the ultimate goal in terms of playing for their country or for Great Britain in hockey. I chaired the Scottish Institute of Sport for its first 7 years, and it's now well established within Scotland and well regarded for the work that it does. And
totally. I mean, I've been part of the national team in my years. The help the Institute gave us was incredible. Without them, we wouldn't have done anything.
Mm-hmm.
It really was a fantastic help.
Mm-hmm. And we're also seeing clubs, I think, become more ambitious in terms of wanting to succeed, wanting to play better hockey and to play in a better competition. And I'm just delighted this year that many of the recommendations that came out of the working party that was involved in looking at competitions has actually come to fruition. Friday night hockey, the potential for playoffs, the Final Four, just like basketball at the end of the season. It should give the game a lift, and the live streaming of the game is just such a major move, because you can talk to sponsors, talk to media, showcase the game, and it's just hopefully the start of an exciting new beginning for Scottish hockey. 25 years after we merged, the men and women.
That's right, long time ago. It's a very much a sort of cat and mouse, just sussing each other out here in the opening minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty even, isn't it?
Yeah. Ian Duke on the ball. Talented youngster, born and bred Hillhead, one of the Duke clan. His big brother Callum is over in Germany playing, a member of the Scottish national team, who's taken 6 months out to play in Germany. I'm sure he'll be getting some fantastic experience. That was a pass from the evergreen Alan Meikle. I'm sure we'll hear and see more of him later on in the game. Never one to stay quiet for too long as Alan Meikle.
I think it's great to see so many competitive games this year, between the clubs, and I think that can only bode well for the future.
Here is Meikle here. Yes, there has been a sort of loss of 3 or 4 players, notable players, going down south to extend their sort of careers with their university or clubs, but the league this year is far more open, and it's good to see there's sort of maybe 5 teams there battling without 2 or 3 points apart. And I think a lot of people would be surprised to see Hillhead at the top, but they thoroughly deserve it.
Yeah.
And a very good win yesterday against Mings Hill, and a very tough opponent.
Yeah, I was involved in the setup of the Netball Super League down south, which again was a big change for a very ancient sport. But the competitiveness now of and obviously Sky Television has really helped promote that game to a completely different standard, and really gained a lot for the sport. Hopefully the same benefits come out of hockey taking these sort of steps.
Well, I think it's a fantastic, this weekend and the weekend they've had before, fantastic. Hopefully trying to get people down to the grounds to watch, or watch it live on TV, and just sort of showcase what we have, because we have a very good sport here in Scotland with a lot of talented players. And of course for the Commonwealth Games next year.
That's a tremendous opportunity, isn't it? And particularly the women's game. We've got the Champions Challenge here in Glasgow at the end of April, and a very professional Scottish squad hopefully will not only do well in that tournament but also in the games itself.
So here come Inverleith on the break. Ball down to Andrew Johnson, picking it up in the right wing berth, controls it, rolls it onto the foot. Umpire Hart there giving a foul for Inverleith. Timmy Hart, the umpire, is joined by Fraser Bell on the far side. Oh, very cheaply turned over. What can Hillhead do this? Graham Campbell using his pace. I apologise, it's his brother, Ewan. Has he got any skills? He goes past, looking to find his brother there, but alas, just missing it. Inverleith having a very good win yesterday over Mings Hill. Only lost once this season, losing to Kelburn here in one of the Friday night games, which, as Alistair said, has gone down a storm in Scotland. I believe Hillhead are involved in another one next Friday against Clydesdale at Titwood. An 8 o'clock start for any of you listening that are intended to go down and watch. I'm sure the players would love a crowd, so feel free. So Meikle on the ball, looking to scoop it, looking long. Can he scoop it that far? Obviously not. He needs to work on his guns, I think. It's to Meikle.
It's been interesting to see the popularity of the Friday night matches, which is great. It's very similar in rugby, where the Rabo Direct League, when it originally was the Celtic League, profited tremendously from those games.
It's a very good idea because it allows kids to come down and see your elite performers, and see what they're all up to, how things are progressing, and what their skills are doing, how their formations, their tactics, and that can only be good for the game long term.
It is. Also, someone said to me today that some of the elite players will also then spend time with some of the lower 11s in the club, or even umpire on the Saturday or Sunday, which is, again, has to be good for the game and for them.
Yeah.
As players.
The more we spread the knowledge, the better. We're a small country, so we've got to look after each other in some ways. And hopefully, the national team's doing well. Hopefully, they can perform well at the Commie Games next year. It's a chance for Inverleith. Oh, Duke dispossessed, and it's a goal for Inverleith. Ian Duke, far too casual at the top of the D, dispossessed by Lewis Gibson, number 9. He strolled into the D, and Jamie Frayling in goals. Really, no chance there. Poor start there by Inverleith. Very poor. Good pass by Andrew Hilton as he goes forward. Look to get the ball in the D, but just a little bit more patience required. So Hillhead trying to put this under pressure. Finds Salmon. Salmon takes it forward. Another chance for Inverleith. Hits the sideboard. Inverleith coming more into the game here. A little bit more sprightly, a little bit more enthusiastic, Alistair.
And Hillhead defence looking a touch porous. Hillhead have been steadily climbing up the leagues, haven't they, over the last few years?
Hillhead have been a bit of a sort of a yo-yo team in many ways over the last 5 or 6 years. A couple of years ago I think they were lucky to stay up. They're in the playoff, but this year they've really consistently played where they are. I mean, Keith Josh knows what he's doing with them, and they've got a lot of experience in their team, and this year it's coming off for them. A lovely pass by Campbell. They're taking things very, very easy. And see, I spoke to some of them yesterday, as they all said yesterday. Said it's how we are at the end of the season, not how we are now. It looks great, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So they've got their feet on the ground, which is pleasing to see. And they're a very good big club, so let's hope for the best for them.
Yeah, I think it's again, being a multi-sport club too, I think probably helps just in terms of giving a bit of infrastructure and helping them develop, but also this point about crowds. Apparently in one of the evening games they had, a number of members of other sections of the club also came out to support them. And
I'm quite sure that next Friday in this game against Clydesdale there'll be a rather large crowd, and a lot of them will be Hillhead fans. They do travel en masse with their club. There's a lovely goal. That's a fantastic goal. Well worked, Alan Meikle finding Graham Campbell on the baseline, who passes it over, and a very, very easy tap in for Hillhead at the back post.
Well worked goal, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, very worked. It was Andrew Duke. Another one of the Duke clan getting his name in the sheet there. As we play it, so finding Graham Campbell, without even hesitation, just puts it across, and he just got a simple tap into the goal there. So, score now 1-1. So anyone out there watching, want to get in touch, please get in touch with us. Hashtag #AwesomeOctober. Give us your views on the game so far, some of the players, the umpiring decisions or lack of umpiring decisions, anything at all like that, please get in touch. We're interested to hear your views.
I think the hockey centre is just one of tremendous facilities now that are going to be in Glasgow for next year, and the pool at Toll Cross now with 2 50-metre pools, the Chris Hoy Velodrome, and the whole arena just up the road here. The whole of the east end of Glasgow is just going to be an amazing legacy in terms of sport, and it's a great opportunity in hockey to be part of that legacy.
Oh, it's a fantastic opportunity, and just anyone out there who's got tickets, I don't think sometimes some of them aren't aware of how big an opportunity they have.
Yep.
Our city is going to be flooded with tourists, foreigners coming to watch, experience different cultures. It'll just be great for certainly the kids and the youngsters in this country.
it's good the ticketing policy as well has been much more open than in London, and it gives people a real chance to get it.
But a short corner here to Inverleith. Ball played in. It's just come off a Hillhead foot. Umpire Timmy Hart had no difficulty with that decision for a change. Good positioning. Good positioning from Timmy Hart there. Timmy's worked hard in his movement over the years.
Must say it's very pleasing to see these rule changes that were introduced in the Euro Hockey League about 7 or 8 years ago are just really helping to make the game much more open now, isn't it?
It's good to see hockey as one of the more sort of open sports as to change, they'll accept change and try and adapt it to make the game more entertaining.
Yep.
And that has helped. And over the years, the self-pass rule, all these sort of things, it really is quite good to see, and the game flows a lot better. So a chance here. Andrew Malcolm at the top, easily dealt with for Jamie Frail. Really to see these drag flicks going more into the corners. The goalies are finding these far too easy to deal with. I think even some of the goalkeepers of old, Chris Kane, etc., would have dealt with them no problem at all. It's either that or the goalkeeping coach of Scottish Hockey, Graham Stewart, is doing far too good a job. Ball goes across the back. Ian Duke on the ball, plenty of time. Straight into the foot. Like Philip Hall. Real die-hard of the Inverleith team, Philip Hall. Coming off a wee break after that, smack on the toe. He's replaced by number 10, Andrew Dane. So happy just to take their time. Stephen Pollock at the back there, just keeping things simple. And deflection on. James Prowse on the ball there. Recognisable with his long hair. Rambo style headband. Andrew Hilton on the ball. A lovely 1-2 by Graham Campbell. Well won back by Andrew Hilton, looking to get a foul. Oh, hit a foot there. Unfortunately, it was one of the Dukes. It was Andrew, I think. And Hillhead immediately win the ball back, turned over by Inverleith. Alistair, what are your thoughts on this game so far?
It's been pretty open, and which is good. And I think both teams are now developing into a little bit more of a style of play. As you said, it's a good shot there, just nudged behind by the goalie. Iniesta's beginning to make his presence felt a bit, I think, in midfield.
He's beginning to run the show. All they need is a Messi up front. Who's going to be the Messi? Take their time, playing it across the back. Stephen Pollock on the ball, playing it out to Ian Duke. Ian Duke just giving it back. A bit of a slow pass there though. Dan Chancellor there, taking it up forward. Campbell on the ball.
I think that's the challenge, isn't it, for some of these teams, is just to really develop much greater pace on their passing, and you can see them looking for the pass, but it's just having that greater speed, with a big difference between this and top hockey.
Here we go, look at this chance from Graham Campbell, driving around the edge of the D, using his speed, just getting in and taking a quick opportunity, a quick shot, easily dealt with by Neil Durno on goal there for Inverleith. The ball turned over once more. Campbell on the ball, trying to thread it through, but it's a little bit too much for that pass there. So today's coverage, or this weekend's coverage of the hockey, is brought to you by Milncraig Chartered Accountants and Subway, along with Scottish Hockey sponsors Aberdeen Asset Management, PSL Team Sports and Canterbury Clothing. Ross Simpson passing it back out to Andrew Malcolm. Lovely tackle there by Andrew Hilton. So Hillhead are one of the bigger teams in Glasgow, with I think it's 6 or even 7 men's teams. I think about 5 or 6 ladies teams as well. They probably wrestle Clydesdale and Western for the size of or number of teams they've got.
Yeah.
Now Clydesdale have got 6 and 5, I think it is 6 and 6, and Western are close to that.
Yeah. No, I think it's it gives a real opportunity to develop talented players, and unfortunately, you do have to have that size now and that scale. I think
an opportunity there for Hillhead, but just not taking it. Just unfortunately, just a smash across.
Yeah, I think in any small nation, I think we've always looked at countries like Holland, who are obviously not a small nation, but just their whole structure and the fact that you have men and women playing in the same club at all ages, and clubs like Hillhead and Western Clydesdale have all got the social facility as well to help the club develop. It's great.
A chance here, Ian Duke, I think it is. Chris Wilson just pushing that past the post. Yeah, it's good to see now two clubs sitting in Glasgow, both Clydesdale and Western, from the previous game, both got their own water base at the clubhouse in full view.
And huge investment by club members, and over the years, it is fantastic, and really the game has to help those clubs to make that sustainable.
Just running that ball out the side of the pitch there for the baseline.
It's certainly improved the skill level, hasn't it? The quality of facility.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really only been in the last 20 years that that investment's been made by local authorities, by government, and indeed by clubs. But it just makes such a difference.
Yeah, the more pitches we have, the better. Graham Campbell surges forward, using his pace and his skill. Good tackle though, good tackle. He's asking for a short corner.
No.
Green card for Hillhead there. Not sure who that is going off. That's Chris Wilson taking a little break there. Just a wee misdemeanour down the line. Unfortunately for Inverleith, the ball's got to stay in the pitch.
Again, the green card, relatively recent innovation in the game, makes it a bit more meaningful, I think, than just the warning it used to be. At least you're off for a couple of minutes, and it gives you an opportunity to rethink how you might play better.
It's a lovely pass down the line by Injury. It gives green card gives other teams the chance when you're playing against him, and you have that advantage. And it's important you try and use that. Okay, it's only for 2 minutes, but and again, that's sort of come from the EHL, trialling it out and using it, and it's gone from there. So who knows what rules we'll get from the EHL in the next year or two.
Well, I think those of us involved right at the start with the EHL, we just couldn't have imagined the International Federation taking on so many of the rule changes, and things like self-pass has just transformed the game. It just doesn't stop.
Game getting a little bit scrappy now. We've approached the last 10 minutes of the first half. Lacking a little bit of control, maybe quality, but hopefully both teams can gain a little bit more control. It's a nice pass down the line. Very good pass by Ian Duke, picked up by his brother Andrew Duke. Finds Prowse in the D. Missed trap. That's really, you got to make more of that opportunity to get something. Phil Hall there just falling over his feet.
I guess Hillhead have come more into the game as the first half's developed, after Inverleith's very good start, but still pretty even.
Yep, very even. There's not much pace about the game. Hillhead just sitting back at half court, just waiting for something to happen and going to pounce on them. They're just sitting back.
I think you're right, they can look forward to the Oranges for a bit of a revival.
I'm not sure if it's oranges at half time these days. I think gone are the days of oranges and a cup of tea at half time.
It was very bonding, Graham.
That's before my time as well. Although I do remember some of the older gents at Clydesdale having more than a cup of tea at half time.
You're not suggesting that some of the famous grouse appeared on the...
Perhaps not that sort of thing, maybe a bit more of a pint of something. And with some it did aid their performance. Maybe some of these guys should try that at half time. Another chance for Hillhead there, but just going a begging. You can see number 4, Ross Milner's come onto the park. Robert Gordon's pupil from last year. One of the Scotland Under 18 training squad last year. Talented player. Andrew Hilton trying to organise his players around him. Phil Hall on the ball. Turning over very cheaply, very cheaply. Graham Campbell just driving past players. But just final little pass was just not good enough. Derek Salmon tidying things up nicely. Under pressure from Ewan Campbell. Ross Simpson stepping up there from right back, wanting the ball. And here's Graham Campbell. Can he make something from this? Johnny Horn. Good save.
Good save.
So Inverleith defending stoutly here. Hillhead not making the most of their chances. They need to start making a little bit more of the opportunities they have. A chance of a counter-attack here from Inverleith. Andrew Dane on the ball, looking to create something, start something off, straight off Graham Campbell's hands. Could be a sore one. So Inverleith got the ball at the top of the D. Defended well though by Hillhead.
Very impressed with the Quip TV coverage here this weekend, Graham. It's they've really just almost got a complete studio here, but almost in a briefcase. It's
yes.
Very high quality.
Very good setup.
Hopefully the viewers are benefiting from high definition as well.
A lot of good feedback about Quipu TV and the coverage of the games this weekend. A lot. Been told that there's been viewers in at least 15 countries from around the world, not just Europe, far abroad as America and right down under. People tuning in to watch what's happening from back home.
And even the Netherlands, which
maybe they're watching to get some advice.
I think so. Yes, it's the finer points of the game.
Really simple.
Good strong surging run.
Oh no.
Sure, most players would have wanted a foul for that one, but umpire Hart's let play go on.
That was messy.
Not the Messi we were looking for, though.
No, unfortunately not.
Good work there back by Andrew Hilton now, defending, leading his team. Went in the last 6 minutes of this first half. Bit of a stalemate, locked at 1-1. Patrick Christie firing the ball back. Round it comes, Andrew Malcolm. Thomas Cousins on the ball, finding Derek Salmond. He's trying to go too direct into the D. Patrick Christie losing possession. And here we go, a chance for Hillhead to counter-attack here. It's a lovely pass by Alan Miko. Do you have the wheels? Johnny Horn, does he have the wheels? He does. Oh, but can he stay up? He's thrown the ball away. Back to Inverleith now. What can Inverleith do? Lovely bit of skill there. Paul Ritchie, but turning the ball over. Alan Miko screaming for something. Not sure what he was screaming for. It's a little bit too direct though from Hillhead. They want to try a bit more patience. Use the wide channels or just try and go straight down the middle.
Real challenge, I think, for both coaches, isn't it, at half time in terms of how you break the stalemate, and really got to try and do something different in the second half.
I know the Inverleith coach just now today is Andrew Sinclair, a talented player himself, but he's injured, had problems with one of his legs, I believe. A real loss to their team, but their team have actually got a short corner, a second of the match. Another opportunity to see what they can do. I know Patrick Christie, the young guy playing number 6, can flick. He was a member of the Scotland under 18 team, the Europeans. He has a drag flick on him. Whether or not we're allowed to use it, I don't know. Yes. Sadly, the camera that's situated behind the goal was clonked in the warm-up by one of the Clydesdale players. It's still working, but it's just out of position. Just now, if you watch it, all you see is Timmy Hart. Not a sight to behold.
No.
I think the rating for that must be 18. No chance. Andrew Malcolm. I'm not really sure what was the intention there. I think the best way to describe that was very poor.
Case of miscommunication, I think, as well as execution.
Maybe sums the first half up though from both teams. Lack of control, lack of composure. Just that final little pass just needs to be a bit more relaxed.
Keeping possession, I think, as well. A lot of it, too much of it given away.
So here, Andrew Dane, can he release someone forward? He finds Andrew Johnson further down the line. Umpire Hart bringing it back, unfortunately. So it goes across the back, finds Andrew Malcolm. Trying to go down the line. Nice play down the line. Good cross.
Very good.
Well dealt with by Jamie Frail. Good goalkeeping. Taking no chances now. Can Hillhead counter-attack?
No.
Again, as Alison, you just said, they're just turning the ball over far too often. This is Malcolm the ball. But just a hit and hope more than anything else. Not really much structure to that, I'm afraid.
No, I do think tiredness has come into it in the last 10 minutes.
We do have to remember that these guys will have played a game yesterday.
Of course.
Hillhead on a very tough game.
You wouldn't get many SPFL teams playing a couple of games in successive days, would you?
Had that training 3-4 times a week on the pitch. A lot of these guys put in a lot of effort, a lot of time.
Yeah, the normal training regime for teams in Division 1, would it be, 2 to 3 nights a week? Or?
Certainly at least 2 nights on the pitch. Some clubs do another running session, so 3 nights together. There were fitness, weights programs given to them. I know some clubs like to try and have a get-together some sort of Fridays to do corners. So they do train very, very long hours.
Well played.
Good skills, driving into the Inverleith. A little push in the back, Ian Duke escapes that there. A little push in the back, umpire Hart mixed. That's that. Alan Meikle, great skill, rolling back the years. But unfortunately just losing composure, losing control, forcing it. And a turnover by Meikle again. Yes, getting angry at himself. But then, as a gentleman that he is, apologising for barging over Derek Salmond. So, into the last minute. So we have another opportunity for either team. Dan Chancellor on the ball there. Oh, sorry, I tell a lie. That was Ian Hilton. That was Hilton to Hilton.
And then to the car park.
And into the car park, yes. So, Alistair's last 20 seconds of the first half. What are your thoughts on this first half then?
Yeah, well, I think it's obviously been pretty even. Good start by Inverleith, but then Hillhead dominated for a period of the game, and it's really been, well, I think stalemate's the right word. Someone needs to grab hold of the game in the second half and really try and make a difference. And as I say, I think keeping possession, just being patient and creating the openings, as you were saying, getting the ball wider, that's all determined the game.
Both teams just failing to take that final little sort of step forward to sort of capitalise on their opportunities and just forcing things a little bit too much. I think Hillhead will be looking to people like Andrew Hilton and Graham Campbell just to try and one little bit of magic, whereas Inverleith will be looking to Andrew Malcolm, your Philip Hall, Derek Salmon just to produce something just to spark the rest of their teammates into action. It's a little bit flat at the minute. I think that's the best way of saying it.
It is flat, yes. We've had little to cheer about up here, get enthused, but
at least we're not down there getting wet, though.
Correct. And look forward to the second half.
Indeed. So I think looking towards the second half, we might be able to have a look at the goals from the first half. I think a thank you to Alistair Gray, who's just leaving us just now. So thank you very much for your commentary and your help there, Alistair, and I'll see you soon.
Pleasure, and let's hope this is the beginning of a number of weekends of exciting hockey and streaming of it to more than these 15 countries in the world. But thanks, Graham, and thanks particularly for your efforts commentating on these games. You really bring them to life.
Not a problem at all. Thank you, Alistair. All the best. So, you're out there watching, you want to get in contact with us, it's hashtag #AwesomeOctober. Please feel free to get in, drop us your views, positive, negative, whatever it is. Don't be afraid to get in touch. If there's anyone out there from the Doob Doob still watching, please drop us a line. The first goal of this afternoon's game scored Ian Duke, turning the ball over cheaply, and a very simple finish from Inverleith number 9 Lewis Gibson, slotting it home. But straight away Hillhead counter-attack back up the pitch, and a lovely finish. Alan Miko finding the ball, plenty of time, no one putting him under pressure, finds Graham Campbell and very unselfish just slots it across for Andrew Duke, just to slot home under no pressure whatsoever, leaving the scoreline at half time. Hillhead 1, Inverleith 1. So GHK losing yesterday 2-1 to Kelburn in the ladies' afternoon game. They'll be looking to try and get back onto winning ways. Sitting here at half-time looking out into the pitch, looking at the ball boys and ball girls. I think a big thank you to them for their efforts in this particularly foul weather to come out and help out like this. Special credit must be paid to them. Thankfully there is some sun about just now, though there are a lot of grey black clouds looming from the far side, unfortunately, over the Cathkin Braes to my right. We're glad to be joined for this second half by Callum MacLeod, the Scottish Hockey's performance manager, stalwart of Scottish hockey in particular.
Yeah, good to be back. I hope I can follow in Alistair Gray's footsteps.
Did you able to watch any of that first half? Were you busy working away?
I saw the last 10 minutes. It looks like an exciting game, and yeah, all to play for.
Yeah, so I hope both teams can pick up the pace a little bit slow, sloppy, but I'm sure Coach Sinclair and Coach Josh will try and shake their troops into action and improve things a little bit. I would imagine Keith Josh, Hill head coach, will be asking them just to be a little bit more patient and just have that sort of final pass will be a little bit more accurate and controlled. They're a little bit sloppy, trying to go too direct into the D, whereas I think Sinke, Inverleith coach, will be looking just to keep possession of the ball a little bit more. They're just turning it over as soon as they get it. They're just giving it back to Inverleith, which at this level you can't do. So similar things from both coaches.
Yeah, we saw that in the first game as well. Both teams are really giving up some easy possession, so the teams have to really work on retaining possession and keeping a hold of the ball. If the other team doesn't have the ball, then they're not going to score any goals, and really treat the ball like gold dust.
The Inverleith team have taken the choice of going back inside, away from out of the cold weather. Interesting, we're talking to Alistair at half-time there about half-time drinks and stuff from his day. He was suggesting that a cup of tea and an orange juice was still the trait then. Nowadays it's probably more of a Lucozade and a Jaffa cake maybe.
Yeah, definitely they'll be taking in sports drinks. All the players realise that hydration is really important, and getting a little bit of carbohydrate into them.
Hydration gels.
Particularly hydration.
So what's the Scottish Hockey's view on making this sort of a regular thing, this double weekend of games, etc., that's the Friday nights? Is that going to be a regular occurrence?
Yeah, we've had one Friday night game here at the Glasgow National Hockey Centre, and there was a good crowd. It was a good game. That was Hillhead versus Glenhill Kelburn, and there's plans to do more of it. And of course we've got all the playoffs to come in the second half of the season, and the plan is to have them here at Glasgow National Hockey Centre. So we'll be getting more of this.
I know Clydesdale are playing Hillhead next Friday night. I think that's the 25th of October at Clydesdale, 8 o'clock. I know both teams would really appreciate a lot of people turning out to watch that, make a good spectacle of it all. Always is a good game when Clydesdale play Hillhead, another local rivalry. Just waiting on the Inverleith goalie Neil Durno, just getting him sorted himself out. His mask and gloves back on. Jamie Frail and goals ready for the Hillhead, and we're off. Iniesta. So Inverleith just sitting off, probably about 60 metres, just biding their time. Pass inside from Ian Duke to Ewan Campbell. Missed trap there from Ian Hilton. Derek Salmon on the ball, just controlling it, dumping it back off. Andrew Malcolm on the ball, just taking his time, gave it to Thomas Cousins. Just rolls it down the line, good lead out by Andrew Dane. Inverleith on the attack here, looking to go, but there's nobody there.
Yeah, just maybe could have driven a little bit closer into the circle and given the Inverleith forwards a little bit more time to set up into the strong positions. They were trying hard to get into that back post there, but the ball was just beyond them.
Nice little play by Alan Miko there and Graham Campbell, but Graham Campbell deciding just to maintain possession and dump it back. There's Andrew Hilton on the ball. He's taking his time. Dan Chancellor, interception there. Still a Hillhead ball on the side. Ross Milner on the ball. Ian Hilton there, passing it back. Stephen Pollock on the ball. Now Graham Campbell, what can he do here? Use his skill and his speed. Good bit of skill there. Nice. It's a great finish and a very, very good goal from Hillhead. Created and supplied Graham Campbell.
Yeah, Graham Campbell, he is an excellent player, great skills, and he's an ex-internationalist for Scotland at junior level, and he's been a little bit injury prone, and that's really probably why he hasn't made a comeback into the international team. But yeah, great play and great finish. Finished
there by Johnny Horn. Seeing the replay here, Graham Campbell just scooping it back. One player there who's not really going to be that keen to be in that position, so Hillhead taking the lead, 2-1. Yes, thankfully the goalmouth camera on that side is now not staring at Timmy Hart all the time. Thankfully it is a wide angled lens. It's okay, I'm sure Timmy knows I'm only joking. It's a work call of mine, so I can get away with it. It's turned over by Ian Duke there. The goalkeeper's gone down with his pads there.
I thought Tim Hart was stopping the time there just to have a word with Cheesy in the commentary.
Has it been put out in loudspeaker, is it?
The umpires don't miss anything.
So Hillhead seeming to step up a little bit higher in this second half, put Inverleith under a little bit more pressure. Andrew Dane winning it. Well tied up by Stephen Pollock. There's not much gets past him. A missed trap, it's turned out to be a very good missed trap. A clumsy tackle back there by Derek Salmond. Quick restart by Ewan Campbell. Miko turning it over. Now what can Andrew Dane do here? He's got support behind him. Paul Rich is there waiting, he's on the ball now. But once again, Callum, just Inverleith turning the ball over far too often.
Yeah, they're not making use of these attacks. Andrew Dane is getting onto the ball quite a lot, but Hillhead managing just to slow him down and shepherd him out towards the sideline, so becoming ineffective.
Good pick up by Johnny Horn there, the goal scorer for Inverleith, for Hillhead. So Miko's got the ball, just feeds it off to Ian Duke. Ewan Campbell just not quite reading that one. Bit of a mix up there between the two Hillhead players getting in each other's way. And they find a little bit more success coming down this left side, getting Andrew Dane on the ball. Ian Hilton clumsily tackle there, and Andrew Dane giving away a short corner. So Inverleith have their third short corner of the game.
Yeah, that was much better from Andrew Dane there, drawn the corner. Yeah, nice attack from Inverleith, and corner deserved.
The third short corner of the game, but still no goal to come from a short corner. Straight shot, straight down the middle. Umpire Bell deems that as being too high, going above the backboard, therefore it's dangerous. He blows it up. Hillhead have a chance to regroup and attack.
Yeah, the Inverleith attacker not really getting a clean shot away there and just lifting it a little bit above backboard height, so free hit out to Hillhead.
Yes. Once again, Noel and Miko turning it over, lucky to get away with that. Patient play from Hillhead here, just not forcing it, just keeping possession of the ball. Stephen Pollock on the ball, just bringing it back. Dan Chancellor still just taking their time. Bit of pressure from Inverleith. Graham Campbell turning it over but winning it back. Good speed from him. Poor control from Callum Ian Duke. Callum Hillhead stringing a few passes here together, making Inverleith run around a little bit.
Yeah, and it's good play. They're winning, and they're now controlling the game nicely, and letting Inverleith chase the ball a little bit, and they'll get a little bit tired chasing the ball. So yeah, keep doing what they're doing until the gaps open up.
It's Graham Campbell Running forward, his little lifted pass in to his brother Ewan. Ewan controls and he runs it over the side of the pitch. Umpire Bell going back to a previous foul by Inverleith's goal scorer, Lewis Gibson, who's dispatched the Simon for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's good umpiring, because that incident happened quite a few minutes ago, and didn't want to stop the game, and so well umpired from Fraser Bell.
Fraser is regarded as one of the upcoming umpires in Scottish hockey.
Yeah, he's now a fairly experienced international umpire.
Hailing from the Uddingston Club in Glasgow, or just outside Glasgow. He's umpired at international level. Quick pass and feed on from Graham Campbell there. Andrew Hilton slowing it down though.
Yeah, just maybe making a wrong decision to go to the left, but still in possession.
Andrew Dane on the ball for Inverleith. Well won by Chancellor. Ian Duke on the ball.
No reaction there at all.
Shot, goal, oh, just past the post. Looked like a goal for me, but just past the post. Iniesta there at the top of the D.
Yeah, it was a nice backhander, as they call it in Australia, the tomahawk, and we all thought that was a goal, but yeah, just past the post there.
I think Andrew Hilton might have had a nosebleed if that had gone in. Umpire Hart giving it a retake there, wasn't taking exactly the right spot. So Ewan Campbell on the ball.
Step out! Get it!
Ian Hilton looking for something here. Lovely little touch there though. Chris Wilson with a lovely deflection in. This is Mr. Ritchie, Paul Ritchie on the ball, turning it over. Oh. Free hit given to Hillhead, and obviously Inverleith players just arguing with the umpire. Umpire Hart's just upgraded that to a short corner.
Yeah, I think what happened is it was the Inverleith player's stick. The umpire thinking it possibly hit his leg, and then tried to play on. The whistle went, so in a sense Tim Hart's right to give a corner, because the decision was against the player, and he kept on playing on. I'd be interested to see if it was the stick or the leg.
So Inverleith players regrouping in the goal, regardless of what happened there. There's always a bit of debate about any decision, but there we go. Out it comes. Hilton at the top. Flicks low, good save. Failed to control Miko. Andrew Hilton flicking down. Good save by the goalie, yep. Great save by the goalkeeper there.
Yeah, quite difficult to save the ball there, so well done to the goalkeeper on that one. It was a good shot in.
A chance for Inverleith. Move forward. Oh, a very poor control there. Straight out. A substitute by Hillhead. Their veteran Alan Miko taken off. Andrew Duke coming on, and a fantastic pass straight to Andrew Duke, a substitute. A very good save by the goalkeeper. Very, very good. Crucial save there.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic ball by Duke. There.
Duke to Duke.
Duke to Duke, yes.
Oh. Farhart could have kept the game flowing there, I think.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit quick on the whistle.
Just keep playing down. Keep playing down.
Interesting to see. Oh, it's an interesting decision, that one. Hockey these days, if the scoop goes up, both teams have got to be 5 away from the person it's coming to. Always an area of sort of much debate. Salmon driving around, clumsy tackle. Short corner given for the first stick tackle by, I think that was James Prowse at the top of the D. No advantage to Hillhead to Inverleith.
Softest corner ever.
Yeah, perhaps the incident just before, I think it was a stick tackle. Just before that.
Oh, an advantage played here. Yep, a little bit of confusion at the top of the D between the Inverleith players, but who is doing what there?
Yeah, a little bit of confusion, and then just a little bit of a clumsy tackle from the Hillhead player, and led to another corner. Quite lucky to get another corner from that.
Need to make sure the communication's better. No mix-ups at the top of the D. So Malcolm at the top, poised to strike. Very direct in, slapping it in, looking for deflection. If it comes off, if it comes off, then it's a great goal. But so Ian Duke just taking his time, getting things organised at the back.
Ian Duke just playing another nice long ball forward there. He's really passing the ball really well to the forwards, but not quite getting a grip of it there.
I think this is the key for Inverleith. Derek Salmon has just come off and swapped his stick. Obviously it's going to make him play better. Here is the first test. Oh, it's a lucky, fortunate ball. A chance, goal scorer. Oh, a fantastic save, Jamie Frail. Stick his big toe out, just got the end of it. A good chance though from Lewis Gibson, looking to go on the score sheet again.
Yeah, great save by Jamie Frail there, just coming off his toe of his left foot there, I think.
Chance there, Lewis Gibson comes in. Jamie Frail, body weight going one way, but sticks his leg out the other and just manages to get on the end of it. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great backhand shot, and yeah, just a little touch there, and even looked like he was struggling to get up after that he had stretched out so far.
Might be sore tomorrow. Ball down the line is wide open, and Iniesta chooses just to go back. There's no one out on the right here just now. This is Paul Ritchie marching forward for Inverleith. Feeding it on. Finding Andrew Bingham. Just hits it into the D.
Yeah, ball into D, but nobody touching it, going into the goal, but because nobody touched it in the circle, then no goal, and it's 16 out. But good play by Inverleith.
Yes, Paul Ritchie doing well there.
That one in the corner. That's good, Lewis. Just hold. Just hold, Lewis. Got nothing now! In now!
Oh, very unlucky.
So the game just quietening down a little bit just now. Ball pace is lower. Accuracy of passing from that one is very poor as well. Both teams need to pick this up a little bit. A rallying cry there from Andrew Hilton in the middle, encouraging his teammates to get going.
Get there, Phil! Get on that ball!
Good skills, great skills by Thomas Cousins, going in and shooting. I think Lewis Gibson scoring, eventually getting that over. I don't know how much he knew about it though, Callum.
No, I don't think he knew an awful lot about that. It was clearly a shot for goal. Here we can see it again. But yeah, he took up exactly the right position he should have. Right place at the right time, so credit to Lewis Gibson for that goal. And the game really needed a goal at this point because it was starting just to die down. The pace was just starting to die down a little bit. So yeah, hopefully we can see our game played at a little bit of a higher pace now.
Great bit of skill from Thomas Cousins, waltzing in at the top of the D just to get that shot off.
Number 9, Lewis Gibson makes it 2-all.
Well played, Del. Great tackle.
Good tackle back there from Inverleith. Derek Salmond on the ball. So this change of stick has made the difference for him.
Out, Phil! Out! Out, Phil! Oh!
Substitute from Hillhead coming up. Good ball from Ian Duke to Andrew Duke. Finds Ewan Campbell, controls it. It's a good tackle back there though.
What do we say, Tom? Good! Good, Tom! Oh, still keep that ball pace up though! Well back, AJ.
Chance here for Inverleith. Comes off a foot, short corner given by the umpire. Good skill by Johnny Horn there. Into the D. I think we might see Graham Campbell come into action at the top of the D here. He is known that he can flick the ball.
Guys, set to our back corner. AJ, go high. AJ. Running back. Come on, boys, keep us out. Keep us out.
Here we go.
Get there.
Out. Andrew Hilton. Straight off a foot, no advantage. Retake of that one. Another short corner.
Yeah, executed really quite slowly by Hillhead. Not really sure what they're trying to do there, but I think just need to be a little bit sharper if to score off that routine.
It's Hillhead's third short corner of the game. Tucked in the back post by Andrew Duke. Not the planned option of scoring, but a goal nonetheless, Callum.
No, again, in the case of right place at right time, you've got to follow up on the rebounds, and they certainly did that. I think Inverleith would be a little bit disappointed with the defending there.
Well, look at that in the replay. I think it slipped to the left. It's put across for a deflection, I think, more than anything else. But Andrew Duke just in the right place at the right time, just to tap it in. Yep, great finish at the back post. Runs away celebrating. Scoreline now, Hillhead 3, Inverleith 2.
Man your back, man your back. Good call. Okay, don't run out too much though.
The score is now 3-2 to Hillhead off that goal by number 10, Andrew Duke.
So Ewan Campbell on the ball, finding Andrew Hilton.
Okay, push him back. Press up, press up, press up.
Dan Chancellor on the ball, back to Ian Hilton at the back there. Nice little pass. Ian Campbell just in a little bit too early maybe. Good pass down the line, but just moving off the side of the pitch. Poor pick up there by Derek Salmond. Allows Alan Meikle to run with it. Finds Graham Campbell. Back. Meikle on the ball. Derek Salmond tidying things up now. Yet again, right place, right time. Callum Andrew Duke once again.
Yeah, he takes up good positions inside the circle, and probably should have done a little bit better with the first attempt. Goalkeeper did well, but made no mistake with the second attempt at goal.
Credit's got to go to the ball in from the edge of the 25 there. Nice reverse stick pass in. Not sure who that was from, but accurate, flat, good passing, a good goal. And Andrew Duke once again. It's the second of the game.
That brings up Andrew Duke's
Long aerial, finding Graham Campbell, good pick up. Unfortunately kicks it in the process. Andrew Malcolm trying to tidy it up for Inverleith.
Just 10 minutes remaining, and Inverleith are going to find it a little bit tough to come back from 2 goals down. They really need to show a little bit more urgency in getting the ball forward.
A bit of purpose behind that run from Patrick Christie, but just forcing it there a little bit. Andrew Hilton's really had a good game today. Just very simple, sensible. Meikle steals that.
Yeah, good skill from Alan Meikle. A little bit ambitious with the ball in, but drawn the foul.
Here's Andrew Hilton, the 25, looking to find something. Finds a long corner though.
Yeah, the Hillhead players really taking good positions in the circle and creating good chances for themselves.
No one wanted to put Malcolm under pressure there. Umpire Hart giving a short corner there against Inverleith. And a good pressure from Christian McKenna.
Yeah, a little bit inexperience there from the Inverleith player. Really should have held on to that ball and not tried the backhand hit there.
So, Hillhead's 4th corner of the game. A chance to make it 5-2. With 8 minutes to go, that really would be a nice cushion for them to have. Shot was lifted at goal. First shot lifted, not allowed. Good strength by Patrick Christie. Feeds on. Thomas Cousins on the ball. Feeds it inside. Well, one back. Umpire's seeing that as third man obstruction. Not often you see that these days, Callum.
No, again, I just thought maybe the umpires could let the play go. I don't think the third party obstruction was really too near the play itself.
Good hassle from Ian Duke there. Good skill there from Derek Salmond. This comes straight off Phil Hall's hands, it looked like there. A sore one. Lancashire will carry on regardless though.
Yeah, ball wasn't put in with too much pace, so you can shake that off quite easily and just got on with the game.
Poor pass from Miko. Nice Slotty. A few heavy challenges going in there.
Yeah, there's certainly a few heavy challenges, but maybe that's just the nature of this game. All fair and deemed by umpire to be fair, so fine.
Fun back by Thomas Cousins. Good pass down the line. As the game's getting to a close, any thoughts on man of the match so far?
Yeah, I'm struggling a little bit because Hillhead are the better team, as the result would show. But it's been a very good team performance. So
Andrew Duke with 3 goals might be an option. I think.
Andrew Duke and his brother also, who's fed a lot of good balls and cleaned up, and here he is on the ball, cleaning up again in defence.
How about Hillhead's very own Iniesta, Andrew Hilton, playing in the middle of the park?
No, I think he's had a good game, but I think for me one of the Dukes would be the choice. And there's not many times you can score hat tricks in these games, so possibly the hat trick boy.
The players that were desperate for this game to finish with this rain teeming down upon them. 5 minutes to go. Are we going to see any more goals? There's an opportunity here for Ewan Campbell. Take it around the goalkeeper, and he might very well say, oh, good save. Fair play though by Ewan Campbell there. Should have made more of that one.
Yeah, good play by Neil Durno to close Campbell down. Campbell just quite cool on the ball, just tried to draw the keeper, but didn't quite keep control of the ball. But good goalkeeping.
Sloppy pass from Ian Duke. I think he's getting tired. Perhaps brings it back for the first foul. So this victory for Hillhead today will certainly keep them at the top of the league. And then moving on to 7 games played, sitting proudly at the top of the pile.
Yeah, it's been a very good weekend for Hillhead Hockey Club. After their victory yesterday against Grove Mingesall, and looking likely victory here again today. Keith Joss has done a great job with this team. Look very well organised. They've clearly worked on their fitness. Good connection between the lines, between defence, midfield and forwards. They work really hard for each other, and looks like there's a good team spirit.
Well, 3 minutes to go. It's teeming down with rain. These players will be seeing the finish line and wanting it all over. Certainly Hillhead will be wanting that, or Inverleith will be wanting it more. Chance, goal! Own goal this time. Off Jamie Frail's pads and in. Just the usual smash it into the D and hope for the best, and sometimes it works.
Yeah, I think Phil Hall will be credited for that goal. I think he got a touch inside the circle.
We'll see a replay of that one coming up. So 4-3 on 1 goal in it. Here it comes. Ball just hit in. come off Philip Hall's stick, but goalkeeper in off. Credit to Philip Hall for that one.
Yeah, it was a great ball in, good positions by the Inverleith forwards, and a nice goal, nice touch in, nice goal.
An interesting finish with 2 minutes to go. Can Inverleith get something back out of this?
Yeah, it doesn't take long to score a goal in hockey. The ball can get to the line very quickly, so Inverleith have still got a chance to get something out of this game.
It's a good work back though from Hillhead. Graham Campbell on the ball. We don't be surprised if you see him run this into the corner. No support here for James Prowse. He's going to hold the ball up, give it back to Graham Campbell. Alan Meikle just throw this one at the corner, no doubt. He's going to take it in, go for a little dribble.
4-3.
Ahead and just try and kill the game now, just taking their time. No point in rushing. Just take their time. It's Hilton to Hilton.
Yeah, just running the clock down now, less than a minute. They'll just be keen to keep this ball in the right hand side here.
Another foot there, Andrew Hilton finding foot, no problem at all. Hillhead looking to still attack here. All the defenders are beginning to go quite far forward.
Well, I'm a little bit surprised that they're playing the ball back here. They could have run the clock down just in that right hand corner, but they're still in control of the game. Oh, and now they've given the ball away, so they've just got themselves in a little bit of difficulty here.
What can Patrick Christie do? Launches the ball forward. Good tackle by Christie. They really want to just get the ball into D as soon as they possibly can. Oh, it's a poor ball by Derek Salmond. I think that's their last opportunity. The game peters out. The free hit to Hillhead. Well, Callum Hughes then. Were they winners 4-3?
Yeah, they've definitely been the better team. And yeah, that's down to the nice balls into circle and the good positions by the forwards at the back posts. And yeah, well deserved victory.
So Hillhead remain top of the table. Another win today, following their victory yesterday. 6 points in the weekend. They'll view that as a total success. Perhaps not great hockey, but good enough for them. Second game today, another 4-3 result. That's hopefully the girls' games coming up, the ladies' games coming up, can repeat that. And we look now at the goals from this afternoon's game. We're waiting these goals. Just a reminder to our thanks go out to Milne Craig Chartered Accountants. The first goal of the game here. Hillhead smashing it in. Johnny Horn scoring after good work by Graham Campbell. It's Milne Craig Chartered Accountants and Subway sponsoring this weekend, so many thanks to go to them for their efforts there. Also to Aberdeen Asset Management. There's Thomas Cousins waltzing through and finding Lewis Gibson unmarked at the back post for a simple tap in. Jamie Frail, the Hillhead goalie, not best pleased with his team there. And next goal of the game, Andrew Duke, unmarked from a short corner at the back post. I wouldn't say the simplest of tap-ins, but a tap-in nonetheless. And the last goal, once again, it's a great ball in from Hillhead from the edge of the 25, reverse stick hit in and pick up and goal. Inverleith pulling one back in the dying seconds. Philip Paul just getting a slight touch on it and edging it in off the keeper's pads to make it 4-3, but it was too little too late. And the final scoreline here at Glasgow National Hockey Centre is Hillhead 4, Inverleith 3.
So my thanks to Graham and to Callum, and also of course to Alistair Gray for his first half co-commentary. 4-3 to Hillhead. They were made to work for it towards the end, but they held their nerve and they remain top of the table. So a reminder to you at home that you can join the conversation here at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow. The hashtag is AwesomeOctober. Scottish Hockey have been very active on Twitter over the last couple of days. It's been great to hear from you yesterday. We've been a bit quieter today, so wherever you are in the world, whatever you're watching, please do get in touch. Yesterday's 4 matches have already accumulated over 5,000 views on YouTube, which is a fantastic return on what has been a great investment by our sponsors for this weekend's coverage, Milne Craig Chartered Accountants and Subway Eat Fresh. And of course, fantastic support also from Aberdeen Asset Management. So, man of the match, player of the match was Andrew Duke with a hat-trick, and we can pass over to David Holmes, who's talking to him now.
Andrew Duke, hat-trick hero for Hillhead, congratulations. It was a lot closer towards the end than it looked.
It was a really, really tight game. I mean, they're a good side. We had to work really hard, and we're delighted with that result. We had a game yesterday, really tough, a tough game today, so really, really pleased to get through it with two wins.
Tell us about those goals, because they were very well taken.
Well, the first one was actually like a great team goal. Someone just played it to me. If I missed it, it would have been horrific. So thanks to Graham, who played me in. And then the other two, just right place, right time. A lot of people doing great things all over the pitch. I just happened to be standing there to put them in.
So where does that now leave you in the table?
Well, we're top, I believe, which is really unbelievable for us. So just take it as it comes. We've got 2 tough games coming up. We've got Western and Clydesdale, who are both in good form. We watched them earlier on. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we're flying right now. We feel we can beat anyone, so that's good. That's good.
Well, congratulations, many thanks.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Indeed, very confident and delighted Andrew Duke, and so he should be. A hat-trick for him, a win for his team, top of the table, and as he says, they are flying. My thanks to David Holmes for that interview and for his duties over the course of the day. He's crossing as a public announcer and interviewee and keeping folks entertained in between games. We have a short rest before the next match. Pushback is at 3 o'clock, and the next game is between Western Wildcats and GHK. 2 women's matches this afternoon, and unfortunately for the ladies of Scotland's hockey teams, the rain is now teeming down here in Glasgow, and the brightest thing about this pitch is undoubtedly the floodlights that surround it. We're going to take a short break. We hope you'll join us in just under half an hour's time for the 3rd match of the day, the penultimate match of the day, and the penultimate match of what's been a fantastic weekend of hockey here in Glasgow. But for now, from the team, it's goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to do the draw for the Women's Scottish Cup. This year there are 29 entries. The winners will receive winners and runners-up will receive a bye into the from first round into the second round. They are Milne Craig, Clydesdale Western, and Edinburgh University. The other teams will all go into the draw. One team will receive a bye. That'll be the last team to be drawn out of the cup.